Alright, so today I'm going to be reviewing Dr. Mike's Vertigo. It's pretty much a vanilla blend vape, and I really truly love anything that tastes like vanilla. So without further ado, the bottle basically smells like pure vanilla, and I've tried to mimic the taste using some of my own Loran oils and whatnot, but really I think what's in here is it kind of tastes like Bavarian cream and caramel, but I haven't been able to mimic the exact Vertigo flavor. I've come close to it using chocolate and marshmallow, as well as Bavarian cream flavors. So also I thought that I tasted a hint of root beer flavor in there, but I'm not exactly sure about that. Because I did put some root beer flavoring into my own mix, and I'm not entirely sure if it doesn't taste the same. So I don't know what Dr. Mike's is using. I sure would like to find out. I try to find recipes online, but I'm sure they're proprietary, so it's just a very creamy, I mean it tastes like caramel in a way, like a toffee. Very, very good. I believe I spent $10 for this bottle, 15 milliliters. I'm basically almost out, so I'll probably have to get some more. I do like to mix my own, given the cost, but Dr. Mike's is, you can't clone it unless you know exactly what goes into it, which I'm hoping. I know the Bavarian cream's in there, but I can't get the other flavors down. So, I mean, if anybody has an idea or knows, that would be great. So, but yeah, I mean, this is pretty good stuff. And it's pretty widely known, so I don't know exactly. It was made in California, so that was good stuff. So, yep, I'm still using this mod, the Little Boy mod. I really like the flavor it gives, because like, what happens is all the flavor goes underneath the coil, so, or I mean all the air, so you get a very nice, cool and flavorful vape, and that I don't see that with other atomizers as much. I do have a brand new Mutation X, I believe it's V3 or V4. Now, this thing I do have, I have it wrapped in a dual 22 gauge Canthal, and it hits pretty hard. Definitely delivers that warm vape. However, what I've been noticing is with mechanical mods, this bottom screw is a pain. Especially if your middle post moves, which this is a clone, and the little boy RDA is not a clone. It is authentic, and with the clones, I don't know. I mean, it seems like they forgot to put a piece of plastic in the bottom, so it's not holding that post in place. So I can basically push this screw up, and what happens is the battery grounds out, and when the battery grounds out, you can send it off into protection mode, which that sucks, because then you have to short it out with another battery, and it's like, I don't have the stuff here to do that. So yeah, I guess I could get some regular wires, but it's just a pain. Because once the batteries are tripped, it's like chances are 50-50 that you'll bring that battery back to life. So that is delicious stuff. I don't know exactly what's in it, but again, it tastes like caramel with a mixture of Bavarian cream. Exactly that. I mean, I can't think of anything else. Possibly toffee. I should have got the toffee Lorraine one, but I didn't. Definitely, I don't think it has the chocolate. I really don't. I mean, it's like a creamy caramel taste. And it does seem like this is the Dr. Mike's Vapors. It does seem like it's highly concentrated with vegetable glycerin. Very little propylene glycol in here. And I do have both propylene glycol and vegetable glycerin, and I do like to mix my juices, making them glycerin based. It's much easier on the throat, and especially once you put the nicotine in there, it's, you know, it's pretty strong stuff. So yeah, I did purchase a box from eBay. It was made out of ABS plastic, and what they did was they put a thin sheet of ABS plastic over the positive part of where the battery goes, and I vape pretty low ohm, you know, sub ohm practically, and you know, I chain vape sometimes, and so I'm just vaping on it, you know, non-stop. Well, then suddenly it just stops working altogether, and I take the lid off, you know, the side cover off, and I look, and it's like the sheet of ABS plastic had to only, you know, it was only maybe 1/8 of an inch thick that goes across the positive side of the battery. It basically warped, and so now it's like the batteries aren't getting any contact anymore, so I am sending that back. I believe I'm getting something called a Cherry Bomber, or Cherry Bomb mod box. It's on its way. It's a clone too, but I think it's a little better than what I got. Because the one that I got had no branding whatsoever, and it's, you know, the plastic basically warped, and I don't see that happening on the new box. Now, if I am vaping heavily, you know, maybe I should just use this, which is an all metal construction. Nothing's gonna warp. I mean, if it heats up, it's gonna melt the battery before it melts anything else, and The only time I had problems with the melting was whenever the battery was grounding out on the negative post. You know, I mean, this screw has to touch the top part of the battery, and once you screw this down and you push this bottom button, and it pushes the battery up into the screw. And like I said, you know, sometimes that screw moves up, and once it moves up, yep, it grounds out, and then you have problems. So I'll post a review once I get my new box, and yeah, I'm using Best Fire batteries. They're 2500 mAh IMRs, 18650s. The discharge current is 35 amps. I got 10 of these for $35, and you know, and I also have maybe 4 or 5 of these Sony VTC5s. The VTC5 is definitely a strong battery. However, I'm noticing that the bottom part of the VTC5 really likes to build up this corrosion and crap, and as you can see, I constantly have to dig it off with a penny or whatever, and it's a pain, you know, because then you don't get good contact with the battery whenever you have all that crud on the bottom of it, and it's like it's baked on there. So like you basically either sand the battery, the actual negative post down, or you just have to hit the button the right way so that it properly contacts it. Now, I did clean my button today. That has helped it significantly. And it's really interesting because I just recently moved into this apartment and I don't really have anything. So I'm trying to figure out ways that I can clean the bottom of this you know, this brass negative button. And so I'm walking down the sidewalk and I look down and I'm like, huh, the sidewalk, you know, it's got, you know, it's pavement and it's rough and rigid. And so what I did was I just took this, pushed the button down, and drug it across the sidewalk a few times, and man, it sure did clean up that button really well. So I mean, I'm probably going to be doing that from time to time to keep my the bottom of my button clean, so that I can, you know, get good contact with the negative side of the battery. Because otherwise, another thing that I've been noticing is even if the post is normal, the positive screw on the bottom of the RDA, even if it's out enough, what happens is the bottom of the mod actually heats up significantly whenever this button is all corroded, because it just can't get a good ground. So yeah. That is good stuff. Like I said, I absolutely love anything that has like a caramel vanilla taste, and that's actually what started me, you know, with smoking in general. Was well, I started smoking pipe tobacco and Lane BCA. That is delicious stuff. It kind of resembles the Dr. Mike's significantly, actually. It's got that vanilla hit, and but what I've been finding too is the pipe smoking is, you know, the tobacco smoking in general, it's just filthy. I mean, you know, it yellows your teeth beyond repair. It's not healthy for you because of all the tar and stuff that's created from all the chemicals in the leaf. And so it's just, you know, I found that I don't smoke so much because I don't like cigarettes at all. I absolutely hate any kind of cigarette there is. Now, I will smoke a cigar from time to time, and pipe tobacco, because it's very good. But the vaping, it almost resembles like eating a piece of candy or eating a delicious brownie or something like that, but yet you don't have all those negative health effects with it. Now, I don't know exactly what the health effects of propylene glycol and vegetable glycerin is, but I do know that whatever it is, it's probably much healthier than, smoking tobacco. And I do still have a lot of tobacco left, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I'll probably smoke it very slowly over the years. If this thing breaks ever, I don't know. That is good stuff. It's awesome. I love it. Dr. Mike's Vertigo. If you like vanilla, that's the stuff to get. Also, this is marshmallow flavor and Loran oils. I also have some Bavarian cream. It's delicious. Bavarian cream and marshmallow. I would definitely, if I go back to this is where I got them at CVS. I am finding that CVS is pretty selective, even in my own area. There's probably 3 CVS stores within a 40-mile radius, and I do travel. So, anytime I see a CVS around where I'm at, I stop and see if they have the Loran oils. And so far I've only found 1 out of the 3 that actually carry them. So it's really up to the store manager as to whether they want to keep these oils in stock. And it's really a shame that I think that stores and stuff are restricting and moving away from the Loran oils because they're afraid that people are going to mix it up and smoke it and stuff like that. It's like, well, yeah, but who really cares what somebody does with their own body? I mean, it's just, I don't know. Either that, or they just don't sell that much of it. I mean, these were $1 a bottle, which I think this is not even an ounce. This isn't even 1 ounce. So they're relatively pretty expensive, but if you're just looking to try a flavor or two, I mean, it's definitely the way to go. Because otherwise, you got to go on eBay and buy 1,000 different flavors, which I guess you could buy them in small 1 ounce sizes, but I mean, this is Flavorful Vapors blueberry, and I got this from eBay for, I believe, $2 a bottle. It comes with 12 milliliters. This comes with 4 for 1. So, I mean, 4 milliliters for $1. So in the end, it's about the same price, so. Alright, well, I'm gonna go enjoy some more Vertigo by Dr. Mike's. I I can't get over how good that stuff is. Man, you gotta try it. You got to try it. If you like vanilla, anything, vanilla tobacco, whatever, go and buy yourself some Dr. Mike's Vertigo. I don't work for Dr. Mike's. I'm an IT manager. Not for Dr. Mike. I don't even live in California. But, yeah. I actually picked this up at my local vape shop, so your vape shop may or may not carry that. Hopefully they do, though, because it is good stuff. Alright, well, thanks for watching my 20-minute video about vaping and Dr. Mike's. I will definitely post more videos about vaping, and I might get some like coil builds and stuff like that out there, and maybe some recipes of mine that I enjoy. So yeah, keep on watching. Thanks for watching though.